One of the most important parts of conducting research is sharing it and making sure it gets used by other researchers, managers, or policymakers. To do that, you need to understand accepted norms for communicating research and consider the best way to communicate it. In this brief presentation, we'll help you understand what to expect when you encounter research reports and presentations. So at this point in your college career, it's inevitable you've already heard and read research in a variety of forms. Maybe you've read journal articles, seen a research seminar, or heard a professor discuss their research. Perhaps you've detected a pattern in these various presentations. Let's take a look at a few forms of scientific reporting and what you should expect to see and ultimately construct when you report your own research. So regardless of the type of research report you encounter, oral or written, the outline will be similar. You'll have some sort of front matter, the body, and end matter. Now, the front matter includes the title page, the table of contents, and an abstract, or you might see this called an executive summary. The body, or main part of the report, includes the introduction, which includes many pieces, such as a problem or research statement, which you'll be writing, the objectives, research questions and/or hypotheses about what you'll find, the theoretical and practical significance of the study, and a literature review, which is often undeveloped when it's first writing and when you're first writing research. We'll go into some more detail in a moment. The body should also include the methods used to do the research, such as the design of the study, participant descriptions, the site description of where you're collecting data, the materials you used, and procedures. And finally, the research report will have the end matter. That includes the results with narrative descriptions and visual displays like tables, graphs, or figures. Also further described is the discussion section. In a moment we'll talk about that, describing what the findings mean, followed by the references and appendices, which might include maps, the questionnaire you actually used or interview instrument, and any supplemental tables. Your reading shares details of all these areas, and I want to highlight two. One, what makes a good literature review versus a literature summary? And two, the difference in discussion versus findings. So, in research of any kind, you will read or hear about a literature review. We talked a little bit about it earlier in class. The literature review really sets the stage for the research you're doing. It serves to describe the relationship of the works to other works, resolve conflicts with other results, and identify areas of prior scholarship and point the way for future scholarship. While the literature review summarizes research, it also goes beyond a simple summary to a synthesis of that research. The synthesis reinterprets the information, contextualizes it, and identifies commonalities or differences in the findings among articles. The synthesis gives a new interpretation to the material or combines it with other interpretations. The synthesis does not just list information study by study or chronologically, but rather it finds the common themes among the research and brings them together. So as you read reports, critically analyze how the authors are reviewing rather than just summarizing results. Make sure you bring your own perspective to the literature you review as well. Now, and just like a literature review, every study has both a results and a discussion section. These are separate sections, not to be mixed or intertwined. The results report on the details of what did the data reveal? How old were the participants? What was their primary reason for coming to the site? Why do they like the place so much? You're simply reporting on what you found. In contrast, the discussion section focuses on the so what of the results for policy, management, and other direction. In the discussion section, you tie your findings back to the literature you reviewed and ask how they compare. Are they similar, different? Why does it even matter? Keeping the results and discussion sections separate helps your reader and actually helps you as a writer too to focus on what is and then what it means. So, now that you have a better handle on what to expect in research reports, we'll take a look at some standard reporting formats in both written and other forms in the next presentation.